Vienna, 1898. Mrs. Rome, 1899. Budapest, 1901.
Thank you, Scottis. Well, what did you think of them?
Poor entertainment for a Sunday afternoon. Why do we have to see them?
King Boris of Bosnia is dead.
Yes, I know. Cirrhosis of the liver. Well, it's hardly the same thing as getting yourself assassinated.
The state funeral's tomorrow week, Mrs. Cortez. All the crowned heads of Europe will be there. Virgin here seems to think that the Germans intend to take a pot shot at Carol of Croatia during the procession.
Why?
Because we have a treaty of friendship with Croatia. If the Germans can dispose of King Carol, the throne passes to the Grand Duke Pavlicek Falkenberg.
Oh, I've met him.
Oh, damn fella. Practically lives in the Kaiser's pocket. If he succeeds, well, it's goodbye to our treaty of friendship.
Then we have to save Carol. But I can hardly see how showing all those other assassinations is going to help.
I will tell you. Those slides represent most of the major assassinations of the past 10 years. But I picked them out because each death has certain factors in common.
Well, all by shooting, that's what you mean?
No, with respect, sir, I think they show us a great deal more. Firstly, the victim in each case was shot through the heart. Now, when one considers the difficulties under which a professional assassin is expected to work, this represents shooting of genius.
Possibly.
And secondly, the force of impact in each case was quite obviously tremendous. And this suggests an unusual weapon. Shall we say a Snout Fabergé elephant gun?
Good Lord, Virgin. You're incredible. Shooting of genius, an elephant gun. Now, if he's right, it can mean only one thing. The same killer in every case. An infallible professional assassin. If such a man exists, the Germans would seek his services at any price. Find him, and we may yet save Carol.
Oh, he exists, sir. He is a Frenchman called Bobo Lemec.
Bobo Lemec. Well, let's go out on the terrace, finish our game. You can tell me more about it out there.
Here, sir. Doublet, I suggest you bring the drinks outside.
Oh.
Hey, look, they're coming out now.
Which is the virgin?
The younger one. The other one is Colonel Shaw Campbell, head of the British Secret Service.
See, there is a woman with her. Who is she, huh?
I do not know, probably his mistress. Look, stop asking questions, Domino. We've got to carry out our instructions.
I'm to put a bullet through the heart of the hold man.
See, then we drop the bandolier of ammunition and make good our escape.
Through the heart. This distance is very difficult.
Look, are you not the greatest shot in the world?
Yes, with my own weapon, not with this elephant gun. Why must I use an elephant gun?
Because that is your orders and we must obey.
Well, I will do my best.
It's vital you succeed. Now take your time. Look, they are playing bows and arrows.
He formerly hunted big game in the French Cameroons.
And now?
He lives in Paris.
Assassination is not a full-time occupation. What else does he do?
He keeps a hotel on the left bank.
You know this man, Virgin?
Our paths once crossed in circumstances neither of us is ever likely to forget.
Now!
The fool is turned away.
And in spite of all you've told me, there's never been any proof of his activities?
None. Bobo Lemec was a famous hunter of big game. When he decided to kill men instead of beasts, he kept his iron nerve and all his old cunning.
Then you leave for Paris immediately, Virgin, and contact him.
Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Cortez, I'd like you to accompany Captain Virgin.
I'd be delighted, Colonel.
Is that really necessary, sir?
I shot an arrow into the air. It felt worse, I know.
Visitors. Come, quick. Look at that.
Oh, the very thing bust, huh?
Bust severed. Severed by a single shot.
Lucky fluke.
Lucky fluke. I wonder.
I have to stand all the way to Paris, and you tell me I missed my chance. You'd have fired sooner, you would not be wounded by the arrow. You told me to take my time. Look, Domino, don't let us quarrel. We are in this together, and we fail together. And I'm very much afraid of him. Yes, of him. What can he do to us? I do not know, but this could be terrible. Start it out! See!
We have uncommonly noisy travelling from time to time.
I agree. What are they, David?
Partly a circus folks are. Saw them getting on at Victoria. Should I ask them to be a little quieter, huh?
No, it'll only draw attention to ourselves.
All right, then. What are your plans when we get to Paris, huh? How are we going to tackle friend Bobo?
I think this calls for direct action. As soon as we reach Paris, you will take Mrs. Cortez to the Ritz and then engage rooms for all three of us. I shall dine at his hotel, the Tonto Logis.
Not alone.
Alone.
That is quite
I'm sorry, Mrs. Cortez. I must beg of you to let me handle this on my own.
What do you hope to gain, sir?
Confrontation with Lamech.
You think he'll remember you?
I've no doubt on that score.
What happens then?
He will most certainly try to kill me.
Can I help you, sir?
Oh, pardon, monsieur. I was looking for the restaurant car.
No, it's two coaches further down. Help me, man.
Oh, merci,
This way, sir.
monsieur. That is very kind of you.
All right, I've got you.
Merci.
All right, sir.
Umbrella! We had no idea.
That I was a fellow passenger on the Golden Arrow. Of course not. But it is my habit to move in a mysterious way. Well, gentlemen, I must congratulate you.
Did you say?
My congratulations. It seems as though you have carried out my plan to the letter.
But if Umbrella...
Interrupt. I asked you, Domino, to shoot Colonel Chaucambry through the heart with a snout Fabergé elephant gun so that suspicion would fall on Bobo Lamech. The deception has worked perfectly. At this very moment, Captain Virgin is sitting in the next compartment.
Is this possible?
I saw him with my own eyes. Moreover, I had enough of his conversation to know that he is on his way to settle accounts with Lamech. Sit down, Domino.
I cannot sit down.
Cannot?
Oh, no, it is true, Herr Van Braun. Poor Domino, he suffered an injury which makes the sitting very painful.
Mm-hmm. But one that will not affect his skill as a marksman.
Oh.
Good. That was all my concern. Now listen, all of you, carefully. I have a plan of the utmost simplicity. Le deuxième bureau already has Le Tendre-Logis under surveillance.
The French Secret Service?
Yeah. I dropped a small hint in the right quarter. They will observe that Captain Robert Virgin of the British Secret Service visits Le Mec. In 2 days later, Le Mec disappears.
But why?
Because you, my friend, will have kidnapped him. You will take him to Bosnia. Domino will assassinate King Carol during the funeral procession, and then you will drop Le Mec into the lap of the Bosnian police.
And he will be accused of this monstrous crime.
Precisely! What is more important, they will blame the British. The Deuxième Bureau will see to that. Britain will be blamed, branded before the world in one single stroke. Her influence in the Balkans will be wiped out. I like it.
This is a genius, a sheer genius.
Of course.
Yes. Well, I do not like it.
What are you saying, Domino?
But this, Bobo Le Mec. Everybody speak of him like he's the greatest. But I, Domino, am the greatest. I'm going to assassinate King Carol for you. And you fix up for him to take the credit, huh?
True, yeah. But for 10 years, there has been no one to match Le Mec. Now his reign is ending. You will fill his shoes. You will be my discovery, Domino. And I shall lose no opportunity in making it a dazzling career. Your fame shall be known throughout the world.
Well, is it not what I deserve, after all? Did I not put a bullet through the heart of Shaw Campbell at almost impossible range?
Is there anything wrong, Adolfo?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just wondering, are you coming to Paris with us, Sir von Brauner?
No. From Calais, I shall go straight to Berlin to report. In 5 days' time, I shall meet you in Monte Carlo. There you will have your final orders. Any questions?
Just one thought worries me.
What is that?
Well, you say Captain the Virgin is on his way to settle accounts with the Bobo Le Mec.
Well?
Well, if he is going to kill him, how are we going to kidnap him?
Have no fear, my friend. It will never come to that. Le Mec runs a hotel. He can easily prove he has never been anywhere near England. And as for killing, my money is on Bobo.
Is this the gentleman, madame? It is. Chérie, I'm so sorry to be late.
Not at all.
Thank you, my child. It's my pleasure, madame.
I am shocked, Mrs. Cortez.
You think my dress too daring?
I refer not to your dress, but to your presence in this establishment. I expressly ask that you and Douglas should keep away. Do you like escargot? I told you I wanted to handle this on my own.
Yes, I know you did. But I don't like it when you walk into danger alone. No, the consommé en gelée. I think you sometimes underrate me, Captain Virgin.
You know me better than that, Mrs. Cortez. But in coming here, I fear you may have acted unwisely. Not to follow?
Because there is danger. The trout.
Yes. Aumonier?
Blood.
Remember, I warned you.
But I am here.
And a bottle of poulet fusé.
Let us say no more about it. Is that Monsieur Le Mec?
Yes. Yes, it is.
What a splendid figure of a man. Is he aware of your presence here, Captain Virgin?
Not yet. But when he is, I implore you, Mrs. Cortez, leave me to deal with him.
Good gracious.
What is it?
That man over there, I could almost swear he was the former president of Bielorussia.
He is.
What on earth is he doing here?
Well, if his presence surprises you, I suggest you observe the other guests. Look at the table to your left. Bogus Fundamenti, Prime Minister of Sylvania until the overthrow of the regime in '98.
And his mistress, the notorious Nopescu.
Correct. Now look at the table to my left.
King Simon and the Crown Prince Otto.
Exactly. But most interesting of all is the table opposite in the alcove.
The Grand Duke Pavlicek Falkenberg.
And with his wife and daughter.
Poor things. How unhappy they look.
With good reason.
Is it true he beats them?
Yes. Mercilessly.
And this brute will succeed if King Carol is killed.
Oh, yes.
God help Croatia. This is amazing, Captain Virgin. What is such a royal and distinguished company of guesting in such a undistinguished hotel?
I can no more explain that than I can explain the presence of the gentleman behind, who is pretending not to watch us.
Who is he?
Commandant Dupont-Marula of the French Deuxième Bureau.
Ah, des nouveaux, mais quel plaisir. Bonsoir, madame.
Bonsoir.
Good
Bonsoir,
evening,
monsieur.
Lamech.
You!
Man, do not kill him.
It is not my habit, mademoiselle, to slay in cold blood.
Are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
Shall I have a cigar?
Non, merci.
You know, I have a quick temper, Madame Cortez, and a long memory. And when I saw Captain Virgin sitting there, I remembered how he once stopped me from getting a job and making an honest penny.
An honest penny, Bobo?
Why do you sound so shocked? A government employs you. Many governments have employed me. After all, assassination is only an extension of diplomacy by other means.
I confess I hadn't thought of it like that.
And believe me, dear lady, do not imagine for a moment that I'm a man without a conscience. Why do you think I run this hotel? It is exclusively for the benefit of those emigres and their families who have become poor refugees as a direct result of all the assassinations that I have performed.
So that explains your distinguished clientele.
Exactly, madame.
What humanity. Do you not agree, Captain Virgin?
I prefer not to express an opinion. So, Bobo, you have not been to England of late.
My dear Virgin, I assure you I have never been to England in my life. May my eye drop out if I tell a lie. Virgin. Oh, you know, I cannot recover from this name. Oh, mon cher vierge. Listen, do you think it suits you, Fleurette?
I do not know, Papa. It is hard to tell with English gentlemen.
You're quite right, my darling. The English are all hypocrites.
My dear Bobo, I assure you that...
No assurances, mon capitaine. You accept my word, and I accept yours. Word for word. But this question of King Carol now. Do you really think they plan to kill him?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes, it fits. It fits.
What do you mean?
Do you know, one notices little things. The Grand Duke has been receiving presents of champagne and caviar from the German embassy. Besides, for several days now, he's been almost good-humored. In fact, it's a week now since he last beat his wife. But you know, I'm very puzzled. It's very strange. You know, I am still the best shot in this business. Now, if a king is to be killed, why have they not invited me?
Perhaps your invitation got lost in the post, sir.
No, my dear friend, they do not do things in such a fashion.
Poor Papa, it's an insult.
Yes, I must confess that my vanity is deeply wounded. Virgin, it can only mean one thing. They've chosen somebody else. Who? I don't know. But Bobo Lemec still has his contacts. I will soon discover.
How soon?
Well, give me a day. Give me 2 days. And if you do not put a spoke in the wheel of this upstart, then I, Bobo Lemec, will do it for you.
Oh, Your Highness.
Keep secret quiet. Come here.
Your Highness has news?
The Englishman Virgin has encountered Lemec.
and been observed by an agent of the Deuxième Bureau.
Yes.
Ah, this is good news, Your Highness. Now we may kidnap Lemec.
Naturally. You had better not fail.
Oh, no, Your Highness.
That's the man. Domino.
Are you sure of this, Boba?
Perfectly, mon cher Vierge. My sources are infallible.
A knife thrower in a circus. It seems an unlikely choice.
It's not exactly a circus, no. These are variety artists who perform in theaters. And Domino is a member of the company, and there's a sharpshooting act as well.
Well, if he's the same chap that severed my bow with a single shot from a moving car, he's certainly someone to be reckoned with.
Poof, he's also in my class. Take the word of Bobo Lemec. This is the man who's been chosen to fill the role that was once mine.
Yes, it is strange. I mean, for a task of this order, one does not choose an amateur when the services of a great professional are available.
Oh, now, that is a compliment indeed. Oh, mon cher Vierge, vous adore, vraiment.
Yes, really. Yeah.
You know, I'm as bewildered as you are.
Yes, all right, Boba. Now, where can we find this Domino?
For the moment, I cannot tell, but I do know this, that the day after tomorrow, the Gondolfio Circus is opening a 3-night stand at the Variety Theatre at Monte Carlo.
And then we'll take the blue train in the morning.
Yes.
Now, one more thing. If you were going to assassinate King Carol, what vantage point would you choose?
In the capital of Bosnia, there are only 2 places.
The minaret of the abandoned mosque here, or the old bell tower opposite the Grand Avenue here. I have chosen the bell tower, Imperial Majesty.
Why?
The royal carriages will wait at the south side of the cathedral. King Carol will have to descend a long flight of stairs to reach his carriage.
So must we all.
That's the very reason for my choice. The view from the bell tower is uninterrupted. The distance shorter. There can be no possibility of an unfortunate error.
For your own sake, von brother, I trust there is not. Who is this new assassin? I never heard of him before.
A remarkable find, Imperial Majesty. I must take full credit for his discovery.
Naturally. And what is so remarkable about him?
I have seen him shoot a wasp of a ripe plump at 50 paces. The skin of the plump was not even bruised.
What happened to the wasp?
Entirely disintegrated.
Yes, of course. Happily, King Carol is a somewhat larger target.
Imperial Majesty, surely you have confidence in my judgment.
I am concerned only with results, von brother. You will not fail, because you know what will happen to you if you do.
Ici tout à l'heure. Je me demande s'il y a quelqu'un qui se cache là-bas. Hein? S'il y a quelqu'un, sortez, sinon je te casse la gueule. Il n'y a personne? Oh! Rien, mon chat.
Not a sound.
My friends, this is a respectable hotel. And you are certainly not respectable. My God. What a rabble. What is it you want? Ah, of course, the famous knife thrower. Ah, my dear friend, where is your splendid striped bathing costume?
Salopard!
Ooh, such language too. But I forgive you. I understand why you're here. You've come to me for advice.
Advice?
What else? Everybody knows you want to be a famous assassin like Bobo Lemec.
Nobody knows.
All Paris knows, give or take a few thousand. But you know, I admire your friend's humility, coming for lessons from the great master himself.
I will kill him! I will kill him!
We are not supposed to kill him.
Oh, in that case... so that's where Captain Virgin's arrow landed. What marksmanship.
Wake everybody in the hotel.
I will kill him! I will...
You'll kill no one, you buffoon. Is it possible
Do they really think that a creature like you could fill my shoes? I, who have enough royal blood on my hands to fill a barrel and drown you in it? Listen to the words of Lemec. You are nothing. You have neither the temperament nor the intelligence to make even a fifth-rate assassin. I spit on you.
Drop it, Lemec.
I don't think so, Your Highness. It appears I'm not about to be killed, and in that case...
It's not the case as far as I am concerned. It is true that we have other plans for you. But if you make it necessary, I shall kill you now. Without the least compunction.
Very well, Your Highness.
You bungling idiots! Bind him and get him out of here!
I must apologize for bringing up this delicate matter to Your Highness's attention, but Your Highness is 6 weeks in arrears with the rent, and unless...
Take him!
the payment
Take
is
him
paid-
this instant!
Him-
Next stop, Monte Carlo. Oh, Capitan! Oh, Capitan!
Good heavens, come here! What's the matter? Are you in trouble?
No, not me. My father.
What about your father?
Oh, monsieur, he has been kidnapped.
Good heavens.
Put her on the sofa, Captain Virgin. My smelling salts, Doublet.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, stand away, Captain. Give her air.
Oubliez, s'il vous plaît. Merci, monsieur. Elle est mignonne. Merci, monsieur.
Merci.
Where am I? Quite safe, my dear. Oh, yes. With the Captain, I am quite safe.
Perform such feats of assassination. All the kings and princes of Europe left alive shall tremble at the name of Domino.
Il est fou, votre ami? Not bad, Dean. Just an actor rehearsing his lines.
J'aime bien les comédiens. You make people laugh, no? Oh, pardon, monsieur. No, no.
There's one who does not laugh. Dared to insult me. And there he lies, a trust the luck they found. You spit upon me, I spit upon you. And soon I will spit upon your grave.
And if they'd intended to kill your father, mademoiselle, they would not have bothered to abduct him.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You're so calm and so reassuring.
It is what we call British flair. We avoid emotional discussion.
Where are we going to find him, sir?
Well, then, the men that kidnapped him are certainly friends of Domino and members of the same troop. For reasons of their own, they need Monsieur Lemec, thank you, Doublet. So we shall find him in Monte Carlo.
But can you rescue him?
But of course. And kill two birds with one stone, because we in our turn will kidnap this man Domino. If we can do that, not only shall we upset their plans for killing King Carol, but we shall also have a bargaining counter, the safety of Domino against the safety of your father.
Vous êtes épatant, mon capitaine.
Yes, miss. But we've got to have a plan first.
I think I have one. We will take a box at the theatre and watch Domino's performance. After it's over, I shall visit him in his dressing room.
Mrs. Cortez.
Pray allow me to proceed. All men are vain, Captain Virgin, and none vainer, I should imagine, than this man who allows his photograph to be exposed on a poster, wearing nothing but a striped bathing costume.
And what will you say to him?
That I am the most famous woman photographer in Europe. That I admire his handsome looks and magnificent physique and long to photograph him.
Blimey.
I shall then invite him to my studio, He will, of course, accept because he will find the invitation irresistible.
And where will your studio be?
My suite at the Grand Metropole will suffice. You and Doublet will, of course, be waiting for me there. Well, Captain, what do you think of my plan?
Oh, it's admirable. But impossible.
Impossible.
Far too risky. You might find yourself in great danger, Mrs. Cortez.
Of course there is danger. Of course there is risk. But you will not find a better plan. This is the moment.
Do we go now?
We mustn't all disappear at once.
What about you, sir?
I'll follow in 2-3 minutes.
Right. Come on, Mademoiselle.
Yes, Captain. We meet again. Don't do anything foolish. Mrs. Cortez and your friends are already my prisoners. For you, Captain Virgin, the show is over. The final curtain is about to descend.
What do you intend to do with this, Ron?
I have improvised an ingenious death for you both. You will be hoisted aloft to the height of about 20 feet and secured. Just before we leave, I shall light the candles there. In less than an hour, it will have burnt down to the tray of spirits, and then, poof! The whole theater will explode into flames. The ropes holding you will burn through in a slice, and you will drop. If the impact does not kill you, you will be roasted to death. Now, tie the sacks over the head, and hurry. The Orient Express leaves at 1:33 precisely.
Father, Papa.
Oh, you didn't tell me I had a daughter.
What do we do with the girl, Ambrana?
Higher up in the wings. She can burn with the others.
Villains! This is an innocent girl. Harm one hair of her head.
And what will you do, Monsieur le Mec?
Heaven will strike you down if I don't.
I shall have to take that risk. Tie her up.
No!
I trust I misheard you, Domino.
You heard me very clearly. I said no.
No one challenges the authority of Count Umbrana. Tie her up.
No! She is the daughter of my enemy, the man who dared to insult me. She is pretty. She shall be my prize.
No, I would rather die.
Don't be hasty, Sherry. Live, and there's hope.
Pardon, Papa. Après tout, il est vraiment beau.
Beatrice, girl, you pierce an old man's heart.
But he would spare me, Papa.
For a fate worse than death. I would rather the flames consumed you 1,000 times.
Enough of this foolhardy. Tie her up.
No! I warn you for the last time, Ambrana.
Moi?
It is My vengeance upon her father. I will possess her if you dare to deny me.
Well?
It's very simple. I will not assassinate King Carol for you, for nobody.
Oh, let her have his way.
But Herr von Brauner.
I have no time for arguments. I shall not treat this lightly. Now, Presto and Andiamo! Into the basket with them! Hoist them aloft! Auf Wiedersehen, Captain! I am lighting the candle now!
Please forgive him, mademoiselle. Your lover cannot yet sit down.
But a man on his knees, a woman finds it charming.
You must excuse me, von Brauner. This whole business has gone to his head.
It's of no importance. As long as he can keep his head long enough to shoot our man. Check.
Oh, he will, have no fear. His vanity demands a perfect performance on the day.
It had better be as you say. Otherwise, everything is toppled. We have Lamech, we have seized the dangerous Mrs. Cortez, and we have eliminated Captain Virgin and Mr. Doublet. Checkmate. The candle should be doing its beautiful work any minute now. Hands free, sir. Gaggle, up your jiffy. Sack off. Good man. That's not happening. Then go down here. Go on, leave you up here. Don't seem likely. Don't argue, man. Do as I say. I've got a better idea. Untie my hands, sir. Right. That's it. Got it? Yep. Man, hang on, sir. Here, Arthur. Where do we go from here, sir?
After them.
Oh, blimey, they got a good start there on the Orient Express.
We shall pursue them. I'll hire a faster train.
In an hour's time, we should be crossing the Bosnian frontier. It fills me with a great sensation.
In what manner, Herr von Brauner?
To be reaching the climax of so great an enterprise, and to know that Captain Virgin will not be alive to interfere.
A train is passing! This is impossible! This is the Orient Express! Yes, sir.
Guten Himmel, Captain Virgin!
Train! It is stopping!
Who put the communication cord?
Garrison! It was she!
Oh, it's impossible! It's impossible!
Faster as well. Half my time is moved. Don't come!
Your Excellency! Not his hands! He must be able to shoot! Besides, we have still got the Mrs. Cortez!
Yeah! We still have the Mrs. Cortez! She we have at least!
Sorry, Douglas, I couldn't tell you sooner. This message.
You value the life of your friend Mrs. Cortez, you and your companion Doublet will come unarmed and alone backstage at the Theatre of Bosnian Culture for the last performance tonight. No signature there.
Mrs. Meaden? That's the work of Von Braun.
Quite right, Captain. I'm sure you will find this next act quite remarkable. In fact, I'm quite sure you have never seen anything like it before. Oh, tut, Captain. What is it they say? All is fair in love and war. This is war.
What do you want of me?
Unconditional compliance. I'm sick of you meddling in my affairs. That was the 5th knife. You will agree on your honor as a gentleman to deliver yourself and Mr. Doublet into my hands. Otherwise, the 10th knife shall enter Mrs. Cortez's heart.
I cannot speak for Doublet. It's all right by me, sir. Then you have my word. You have a grain of compassion. Cease this dreadful game.
Oh, it is not a game, Captain, but immediately. There is my signal. Her life shall be spared.
For heaven's sake, Doublet, hurry.
It's no use, sir. That Gandolfio's a wizard. He's done knots for even defeat me. Bloody Gordians.
There's no remedy.
Herr von Brauner!
Yes, Captain Virgin.
I ask no quarter for myself or for Doublet, but spare Mrs. Cortez this humiliation. Her position is for a lady most undignified.
I quite understand, but I'm busy at the moment. The kings are coming out of the cathedral. Domino must not miss King Carol. One good shot, Domino, and I'll forgive you all.
I cannot miss.
Ought you not to hurry, Papa?
Oh, there's time. Who ought I to shoot down first?
Ladies first. Mrs. Cortez, Papa.
Aha, quite right, my dear. In ordinary circumstances, yes. Not, I think, on this occasion. Now, there's a comfortable little weapon, this. Did you have any difficulty getting it?
Oh, no, Papa. They sold it to me over the counter. I told them I wanted it for clay pigeons.
Or dead ducks.
Here they come now. There is King Carol. A moment more, Domino, and then fire. Now, Domino, fire!
C'est formidable, Papa. Encore une fois.
What do we do now?
There's only one thing we can do. Cut our losses. Auf Wiedersehen!
Remarkable. Did I work this havoc alone?
I think not, Captain Virgin. Look, there is Monsieur le Mec. And how are things, Monsieur le Mec?
Very much the same, madame. A few small changes.
Good heavens. The Commandant du Pont Marulas.
And the Grand Duchess Pavlovchek Rosenberg.
But she looks radiant.
Ravishing. Well, naturally. That was a very lucky shot of dominoes.
Et le Commandant? Poor man, he always looked to me to be so lonely. I think they will make a very happy couple, no?
I hope so.
Oh, mon capitaine.
Dupont Marula. Doublet, wasn't that the chap that lost promotion?
That's right, sir. Got a bad name. Used to like using the whip on suspects.
Plus ça change, plus c'est la même chose. Bon appétit.
Merci. What's he trying to say, mademoiselle?
I think, Doublet, to say that men are all the same. But I do not believe him.